Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Micro Universe WWE 2K20. This is episode 27 and it is now time for Dante Inferno to reunite the Infernbro alongside Riddle as they get set to collide in match 2 of the Imperium Gauntlet against Aichner and Barthel of Imperium.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Huntington Beach, California, weighing in at 218 pounds, the NXT North American Champion,
The man also known as Dante Inferno, and what a couple weeks it's been for that man right there. Of course, making his return after the absence after losing to Volta, and simply put, 3 of the most emphatic words in NXT history saying, "Give me Volta." And Volta would waste little time in responding to Dante Inferno saying, "Hey, I will face you at NXT Takeover WORLDS COLLIDE with your stipulation of the winner takes all match, where the North American and the United Kingdom Championship are both up for grabs." He said, "I will accept your terms if you survive the Imperium Gauntlet." And of course, as I'm sure you all saw 1 week ago, Dante Inferno successfully winning in match 1 of the Imperium Gauntlet after besting Alexander Wolfe in a hell of a match. A fantastic main event 1 week ago, but Dante Inferno can ill afford to focus on that victory right now. He's got to focus on reuniting the Infernbro and taking on Imperium. Because remember, despite the fact that this is a tag team match of the Infernbro against Aichner and Barthel, if Riddle is the one that is pinned, then Inferno does not get his match against Walter at Worlds Collide. It cannot be understated how high the stakes are here tonight. It is well and truly do or die, go hard or go home kind of night for Infernbro right now. But with that being said, here comes the other half, the original bro, Matt Riddle.
And his partner from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 216 pounds, Matt Riddle.
And as you can see right there, Matt Riddle is rocking that Infernbro gear loud and proud because these two men have no choice but to be on the same page with the stakes that are on the line here tonight. And honestly, I expect nothing less because ever since these two men became the best of bros, they have been killing it in the NXT Tag Team division. I mean, who could ever forget the all-out war that took place throughout most of last year between the Infernbro and the Undisputed Era, of course, leading into NXT Takeover War Games, where the Infernbro were successful inside that structure. But with the infamous disappearance of the Undisputed Era still fresh in everyone's minds, it is not about them right now. It's about Fabian, Aichner and Marcel Barthel of Imperium, who are looking to put a stop dead in his tracks of Dante Inferno's road to Worlds Collide.
And their opponents, representing Imperium, the team of Fabian Aichner and Marcel Barthel!
I mean, where do I even begin when it comes to Fabian Aichner and Marcel Barthel of Imperium? They speak for themselves with how dominant they were in NXT UK, with how dominant they were back in Germany. They are multi-time tag team champions. Simply put, one of the very best tag teams around. And I mean, no offense to Alexander Wolfe, but with the proven ability that these two men have shown in their time in the WWE, this is surely the biggest test of Dante Inferno's road to Worlds Collide so far. But it is not about WXW, it is not about the past, it's about the here and now in match 2 of the Imperium Gauntlet as Imperium versus the Infernbro gets underway. Oh, wait a second, that counter by Dante Inferno, these men wasting no time, both very technically sound, and now Marcel Barthel with the strikes at the Luthez press. With a little bit of added extra impact, these two men do not like one another, but Dante Inferno is fighting back and there's the drop kick as well. This is going to be as much of a brawl as we've ever seen in NXT across both the careers of Matt Riddle and Dante Inferno. I mean, they've brawled with the likes of Pete Dunne, Tommaso Ciampa, Adam Cole, Johnny Gargano, and everyone else in between. Well, this is just something different, a little extra added oomph because of the stakes that are on the line here tonight. And Marcel Barthel with the neck breaker, and Barthel here going into the cover early. The referee counts to 2. Is this it? No, a kick out by Inferno at 2.5. Look at this, the snapmare roll through by Marcel Barthel, and he's just gonna work down on that pectoral muscle with those elbows straight to the chest. And look at this, these two men know something, a little something about tag team wrestling, keeping each other fresh, tagging in and out right now. And now here's Fabian Aichner, a former man part of 205 Live and a former cruiserweight, now taking his talents to NXT and NXT UK as part of the tag team division. Wherever Aichner goes, he is always impressive. And now, speaking of impressive, Inferno went high risk, but he does not get the high reward there with the moonsault. Aichner got the knees up, but Inferno the roll through here, and now Inferno, no, he counters it there as Aichner Irish whip. The action has been fast and furious in the early going in this one, and now Aichner has something in mind. Precarious position, both these men up on the top rope, and Aichner, you know exactly what he's going for, the superplex to the center of the ring. And Riddle may need to get the tag here, but look at that, Aichner cutting off the pathway before Inferno could get there. But now Inferno has him caught here, neck breaker of his own. And now look at this, he's got him hooked. There's the Russian leg sweep, the classic offense of Dante Inferno. And I think Inferno, oh, is he thinking about going for it again here? No, Inferno has decided to not go for that this time. And simply put, that is just a smart move from Dante Inferno. He knows it didn't work before, so he decides to not go for it. And there's the uppercut, tried to go for it, but Inferno count of his own. And there's the inspiration from Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid, who I'm sure is watching on right now at this incredible main event. Oh, what a wicked elbow there by Aichner though, and look at this again. This is Imperium, cutting him off and keeping him on Imperium territory. And now, look at these stomps right here in the corner. Wait a second, counter by Inferno, DDT, the little scorpion death drop for you right there. Now Inferno, oh wait a second, I think he was going to try and tag in Matt Riddle there, but Aichner with a counter. Look at this, the Irish whip again, right back in to Imperium territory. Wait a second though, Aichner now, it looks like he's just toying with him a little bit, and Inferno has managed to be tagged out here, or excuse me, I should say, Riddle managed to tag himself in there as Inferno was in the corner. Aichner got a little bit of cocky there, and it might have just cost him because there's the clothesline by Riddle. The Infernbro is well and truly on fire right now. Riddle has tagged himself in, and here comes the original bro with a forearm. And look at this, Riddle also has had his fair share of problems with Imperium in recent weeks, and the slap straight to the face. No love lost, no respect. It is personal between these two teams. And now Riddle picking him up here, slamming him down, and oh my god, he got caught with that lariat by Barthel. And now what is Barthel thinking here? Barthel has bad intentions in mind for Riddle's arm, but Riddle's finding out of it here. Those hits straight to the ribs are doing numbers, and now Riddle has him caught for the belly to belly. And look at this, Riddle's already closing it down, saying it's game over with that Infernbro gear, rocking it loud and proud. And wait a second now, counter by by Barthel. And look at this, the Luther's press just raining down with that right hand strike. But Riddle right now is managing to stay alive even with that offense, and here comes Inferno. Inferno's back in. It may not be in the same style that Imperium are doing here with their fluid tagging, but Inferno and Riddle are making it work right now. Although I may have spoke too soon, because now here comes Aichner, and Barthel bounces off the ropes, the Russian, and there we go, there's the elbow as well, excuse me, the drop toe hold. The drop toe hold elbow combination doing wonders, but Inferno with a counter there, and now he's caught Aichner. He's going to go for something, but I think Aichner, he just got a counter off. Yeah, he did, and there's the hit straight to the gut, similar to what we saw Riddle do moments ago as well. But Inferno counter now, both these men going back and forth, and there's the neck breaker. As I mentioned, while these teams were making their entrances, it is do or die for Infernbro here tonight. If Inferno wins this match, then he'll have to go to NXT UK next week, and we'll mention what goes down there in just a moment, because as Volta said as part of the Imperium Gauntlet, if he gets past Aichner and Barthel here, as there's the dropkick, then he must go to NXT UK and defeat what Volta says is his biggest obstacle, being his massive ego. But it might not happen if Aichner can connect with this here. Counter fireman's carried by Inferno. The crowd is as loud as I've ever seen him, and now Inferno with a straight jacket DDT. It's looking more and more by the minute that Inferno will be heading to the UK next week for NXT, and that's a whole different conversation. And now Viva la Raza, the frog splash from the sky. Shout out Rob Van Dam, shout out Eddie Guerrero. And now here we go, Inferno into the cover. Is he going to be heading to NXT UK next week? No, a kick out by Aichner. Fabian Aichner managing to kick out of that one, as you saw Riddle and Barthel coming in for the saves. But now Inferno with those strikes straight to the head, and you know what's coming, the kip up. A la Shawn Michaels right there, paying homage to many legends in this one. And as I was trying to mention moments ago, the action's so fast and furious it's hard to commentate, but as I was saying, Inferno must go to NXT UK and quote unquote defeat his massive ego according to Volta, because if he matches or if he beats Aichner and Barthel in this one, he must go to NXT UK, stand in front of Volta in his ring according to him, and say that he is the better champion and the better competitor. And I mean, hey, for as much as that sounds awful for Inferno to go over there and admit, Inferno did accept the terms of this gauntlet. He says he will do anything to get Volta at Worlds Collide in that winner takes all match, even if it means admitting that Volta is the better champion in the middle of his territory over there in the UK. But now after that uppercut here into the cover, and Riddle breaks it up, the cover by Barthel broken up by the original bro. Inferno keeps going back to that move, but eventually in a match you go for a move so many times that eventually your opponent just knows and counters it, as there's a straight jacket DDT again. The North American champion is in control right now, but how much longer will that go 1-4. I spoke too soon. Here we go. Counter by Barthel. Irish whip right back into their territory over there where Aichner is. And Riddle was reaching out on the apron there. Riddle now wants to tag. And I think here at this point in this matchup, Inferno needs to get out of this. He's got to think about future matches here. He's got to think about going towards NXT UK, NXT Takeover Worlds Collide in a couple of weeks if he gets there. He's got to think about being as fresh as possible for that match with Volta. And now he tags out because here comes Riddle with a strike straight to the stomach. And now Matt Riddle, oh, he's picking him up here. The bro to sleep straight into the German suplex. And that is about as vintage Riddle as it gets here on NXT. And now here we go. What's Riddle going for here? He's picking up an almost lifeless Marcel Barthel. I think he's going for the bro Derek. And that's the same move that won the War Games. And that is going to be all she wrote for Imperium in this one. Oh my god. I can't exactly tell what just happened. We're going to need an action replay or something right there. But I think Aichner just broke up the pin. Or Barthel kicked out at 2.9. Either way, Imperium are still in this one. I can't believe it. He just kicked out of a bro Derek. And now he moves out of the way there. And Barthel neck breaker. And now, oh wait a second. I think he was going for a little insult to injury there. Going for a bro Derek of his own. Countered by Barthel as well. A roll through dragon leg sweep. And here comes Aichner in the match again. And now what the hell is Aichner thinking here? Oh god, we've seen Aichner go up to the top rope. I mentioned the cruiserweight thing earlier. And wait a second, Dante Inferno's getting out of dodge. But Aichner is still in control here. And what the hell does Aichner have in mind? Wait a second, counter, sunset flip, power bomb by Inferno into the cover. Is this gonna be it for Aichner? No, broken up by Barthel. My goodness, wait a second, what the hell does Inferno have planned here? Aichner is in a precarious position, and I think if anyone knows what Inferno is about to go for, it's Riddle, because we saw this at Takeover the End on the night he won the title. Spanish fly again. The Spanish fly to Aichner, sending him straight down to the ground. And now look at this again with the tag team maneuver. Here comes Riddle on Aichner. Oh, wait a second, Aichner with a counter there. Maybe that tagging wasn't the smartest thing. Maybe Inferno should have gone for the cover straight away. Is that going to cost him? Is he going to regret not going for the cover after that Spanish fly? Oh, nice counter there by Aichner. Now the Irish whip right back into Imperium territory here. But Riddle with a counter. Riddle going for the bro Derek. A counter by Aichner. And the clothesline sending him to the outside though. And look at Riddle, he's locked eyes. And there goes Barthel sent to the outside too. Riddle is playing no games right now. He's in Imperium territory. And he says, this is now my territory. This is the original Bros town. And now Aichner using that time that Riddle spent on Barthel to his advantage. Is this Aichner's moment? Can he get it done right here now with a big move? There's the drop kick. It's just becoming a knockout, slug out brawl right now between these two teams. If Infernbro can win, wait a second, Riddle with a disaster kick. If Infernbro can defeat Aichner and Barthel, then Inferno is just one step closer to Worlds Collide against Volta. But that may not just happen, because I think Riddle just got rinsed with that enziguri. And now here we go. Aichner, there's the slam. And now Aichner, oh wait a second, counter by Riddle though there. And now Riddle's got him up for the third time in this one. Bro to sleep, German suplex combination. Oh my god, look at the scenes now. Inferno tagged in, and Aichner has no idea where he is. Oh wait a second, Inferno locked eyes with Barthel, and he sends him packing straight back to Germany. And there's the straight jacket, busting him wide open too. Wasting no time, Inferno overdrive again. Inferno overdrive, and that has got to be all she wrote. No, oh my god, I don't even know what to say. Aichner just kicked out of the Inferno overdrive, and Inferno cannot believe it. The NXT universe cannot believe it here. Everyone is in absolute disbelief, but Inferno, oh my god, he went for a second Inferno overdrive, and it was countered by Aichner there. What the hell is happening right here? Inferno has one Inferno overdrive kicked out of, and then Aichner counters the second. This may just be the dream dying here tonight on NXT. I think this is where the road ends for Inferno. I don't think he's making it to Worlds Collide if Aichner has anything to say about it. And now Aichner's tagging in Barthel here as Inferno is trying to gather himself, get across the ring to Riddle, but Barthel is not gonna let it happen. And now Marcel Barthel, wait a second, counter by Inferno, the knee with the knee brace. And he turned the tide back in his corner here, and now Inferno's got him caught again. Straight jacket DDT. Oh, and hang on a second, look at Riddle taking care of Aichner, and now Inferno has him hooked for the Inferno overdrive again, this time on Barthel. The tag team worked brilliantly, and Inferno is advancing through the gauntlet again. Absolutely stellar match in the main event of NXT between Imperium and Infernbro, but in the end, Riddle doing Inferno a solid, taking out Aichner so there could be no breakup. One more Inferno overdrive for your troubles. Barthel goes down and Inferno advances in the Imperium Gauntlet, one step closer to Worlds Collide. Absolutely unbelievable scenes as Inferno advances in the Imperium Gauntlet, and now he must face quote-unquote his biggest ego as he travels to NXT UK to go face-to-face with Volta in 1 week's time as the road to Worlds Collide continues.